right, welcome back. As we told you that we're having a busy one here on Morning Live this morning. Let us just quickly go to the Airforce. That is whereby Valen is this morning for the Airforce versus the Gautrain race. Let's say good morning to Eve. It's a very good morning to you.
So thank you very much. A very good morning to Swartkorp, just outside of Centurion. And we're here as we build up to this Saturday's annual South African Air Force Museum Air Show. We are going to be having a race, as you said. It's the Gautrain up against an LO2. We're going to be finding out which one of the two has the advantage. That race is going to be taking place in about 15 minutes' time. We're going to be bringing it to you here on Morning Live. It's good to be in your company. I'd also like to welcome onto Morning Live Major Jaden King, himself a pilot, as well as Warrant Officer Alan Taylor. Very good morning to both of you, gentlemen. I'm going to start with you, Major King. Explain to us who's got the advantage then, because we're building up to this race about 15 minutes ago. In a short while time, we're actually going to be getting airborne in the LO3 so we can capture everything. Gautrain versus an LO2?
Well, you know, it's going to be a tough race because the Gautrain, if anyone's ridden it, it's a fantastic piece of technology. You can see yourself flying past the cars on the highway. It really is a nice piece of tech, but it's got an inherent disadvantage that's relevant to any train, and that is that it's tethered to the ground. The helicopter, on the other hand, has freedom of movement in the air, and that's a great advantage for any aircraft. It doesn't have to slow down for corners. It can just fly where it wants to, and that's going to give it a significant advantage over the Gautrain, in my opinion.
Okay, and we also got beautiful weather this morning.
It's absolutely stunning. People don't always appreciate it from the ground, but Centurion and Tshwane in general is a beautiful place from the air, very green, and it's looking amazing this morning. I think the guys are going to have a fantastic race this morning.
Okay, I'm just going to move over to, or can I ask you gentlemen just to change positions so I can chat to Warrant Officer Taylor? Okay, so we're going to have the LO2 and the LO3. Both of them are going to be a part of the air show on Saturday, so the public will be able to see these two in action. But tell us a little bit more about the LO2, because Major King says that it's got the advantage over the Gautrain. Give us a little bit of background about this aircraft.
Okay, the first thing is, if I can explain the name, Alouette. People don't really know the origin. It's actually French for lark, which is a European bird with a very distinctive song. And people who will come here on the air show will recognize the sound that the Alouette makes. The aircraft itself was built and designed in France. The particular one that we see here today was built in 1959. And it's old technology that's going to be competing against modern technology. So
the old versus the new.
There you go.
Okay, so just give me a nod of the head. You still say it's going to be the helicopter.
Air Force that inspires confidence. I have to back my own team. I say the helicopter's going to take it.
Warrant Officer, the aircraft or the train?
I'm a helicopter enthusiast, so my money is on the Alouette 2. It has won in the past, but anything can happen on the day, like sports. So people will just have to watch and see for themselves.
All right, it's a lot of excitement, and we're building up to this race because we are building up towards the South African Air Force Museum Air Show, which is going to be taking place at Air Force Base Swartkorp this Saturday. So we've got the LO2 is going to be airborne in just a short while up against the Gautrain, and they are racing between the Midrand station and the Centurion station, because this Air Force Base where we currently are is just 10 minutes drive from the Centurion Gautrain station. So actually many people who will be coming to the air show on Saturday will be making use of the Gautrain and then actually coming to the South African Air Force Museum. So that's the excitement that we're going to be bringing you here from this side of Gauteng. For now, it's back to the studio.